Hey guys, what's up? This is Reggie. Time for another vlog. So, unfortunately, I guess unfortunately, I don't know. It is time to sell the Slingshot. I know it's like weird all of a sudden. What the hell? Why is Reggie selling the Slingshot? Well, I guess my phase is done with the Slingshot. It's time to move on to a 4-seater. Plus, the things we've been looking at lately, it's kind of persuaded me enough to move forward with a different decision now. So some background real quick, right? So the thing with my wife and I, we get used to things too fast. Okay. For example, me alone, from the time I was 18 to now, I've had more than 12 cars. I think 15 total, but just on top of my head, more than 12 cars. I go through a lot of cars. The reason for that is because after X number of time, I get bored of it, or tired of it, or realize that I don't drive it enough, so the return for me isn't that great. It's costing me more to keep than to actually just sell. The longest car I've ever had was my Evo, and I kept that for 6 years, I think, which is insane. That is insane. However, I only drove it 21,000 miles or less. That's it. So that's usually how it is. I've had so many cars, and it's just, I love the cars, don't get me wrong, and I still do, but when I don't drive it enough, I start losing interest in the car. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not driving it. I'm paying insurance on it, right? Paying registration. It's taking up space. Might as well sell it to somebody who would actually appreciate it. And then, or my interest changed to, that car looks good. Maybe I should buy that one. So in this situation, the Slingshot, which is 2016.5, I know 0.5, what the hell? I only have 3,700 miles on it. That's it, man. So I've only driven it, 1,200 miles a year? Something like that. I barely drive it. 1,200 miles a year, that should tell you. I barely drive the thing. But, so, I pay insurance on it, which is a lot, because it's considered a bike. So, on top of that, it just sits in the garage, So I started thinking, I'm like, do I continue owning it, or do I sell it, And then after buying the wifey's car and looking at the homes, I got torn. I'm like, hey, if I sell it, I've got two options. I can either buy a 4-seater and hopefully have a car that I'll drive every day, or save that money for another house. That's very tempting. Unfortunately, at this time, per my other video, getting a new house right now is insane because of the pricing. But having a down is really good. So I have put up the Slingshot for sale. Hopefully it sells. The price is right around where it should be, but it just depends on if people are interested or not, because it's a Slingshot. It's not really a everyday car. We'll see how it goes. I've set my mindset now, right, to sell the car. So my only thing in my mind is sell the vehicle, because I'm not gonna drive it. It sucks, but that's just how it is. Wifey goes through the same thing. She's not as hardcore as me when it comes to going through cars. She actually does it less frequently than me, but she does do it. She can last 3 years minimum with the cars she owns. Me, on the other hand, the quickest I've sold a car was, I believe, 5 months. And longest, of course, was the Evo, but that was an exception because that was my baby. That was my dream car, actually, the Evo. So yeah. Now, for the Slingshot, I had planned to keep it for a very, very long time. But again, real life happens, shit happens, you know. So gotta sell it, save that money for whatever comes next. It sucks. I do have a problem, and the problem is that I lose interest in things too quick. And it's not just in cars. You know, we've gone through so many houses. We just lost interest in living in it for some reason or another. Computers, you name it, hobbies, everything changes quickly for me. I don't know. I don't like to be tied down to the same thing. Wife shouldn't be watching this because marriage is something you don't want to do, but that's different. You know, wifey and I keep it entertaining. But when it comes to other things, not family related, yeah, it just happens. So I'm kind of sad that the Slingshot has to go because that was a pretty nice vehicle. I can't call it a car because it's not. I can't call it a bike because it's not. So I'll call it a vehicle. It was really cool. Turned a lot of heads. A lot of freaking heads. Kids loved it because they called it the Batmobile. You know, the neighborhood kids love it a lot. And even my kids, you know, they love it. But yeah, just so many cars. The downside about selling a car, though, you know, is the hassle you have to go through. Now, if this was a car, it'd be a lot easier. I could probably look at trade-ins or whatever else. But because no car company or dealership will trade in, I have to sell it myself, and it's just like, oh, here comes the headache of trying to sell it, see how it goes, all the back and forth, all the lowballing. Oh my god, I already got a few lowballs, not even lowballs, spams. I got already a few spams, you know. It's ridiculous, man. I don't understand, like, out of all the spammers that hit up Craigslist, how much of it actually goes through? Because the spam emails are so stupid, you know. One of them was like, hi, I noticed that you're selling this. Could you let me know if it has a salvage title? Very generic email, right? And I'm like, what? And then another email was, hi, my email didn't go through to you, so it's probably in your spam. Could you email me at this email? What? Like, are you serious? I don't understand. Like, do spammers really make that much money? Because that's insane. What kind of idiots fall for this crap, you know? I mean, there's a ton of stuff that's wrong when it comes to Craigslist with spammers and idiots. But I don't know. I guess it's another topic, but it's something that irritates me. But anyway, just wanted to let you know that Slingshot is gonna be gone. So yeah, that kind of sucks. That was my fun car. The fun car is gone. Well, not gone yet. It will be gone. Now that the fun car is going to be gone, I guess I'm permanently stuck on the Sonata, this car. Good God, man, it is so. Okay, I don't want to keep dissing on it because all I do is diss on this car. But it's true, you know. There's nothing positive about the car. But I guess I'll be stuck with this car for a while. But then again, I don't really drive the Slingshot too much, so I don't know, I guess it doesn't affect me in that way. But when I do drive the Slingshot, I feel good because everything's open, everything's, you know, it's amazing. It's just a very fun ride. And in California, because you don't need a bike license to have a Slingshot, it makes it even better. Anyone can drive a Slingshot as long as you know how to drive a stick. You got to know how to drive a stick. That's the minimum requirement, right? You got to have a helmet too, because that is a requirement. I mean, even if it wasn't, I would wear one because of just the safety, you know. You always, because it's so open. It's not a convertible, it's completely open. And then if you're driving on the freeway, because you can drive on the freeway, by the way, it's just like a normal car. What if rock chips fly, you know, behind a big rig or something? You want to protect your head. Also your knuckles and all those other things. So, yeah, I'm pretty sad, but things just, you know, things have to happen. Shit goes on, and we'll see. Speaking of goes on, I don't know how this is cutting into what I'm about to say right now. My allergies are kicking in like crazy. I have the air on recirc, and I can feel my nose and my throat. So, before it goes bad, thanks for watching. Let me know, how are you guys when it comes to cars? Do you guys keep it for a while? Do you guys get rid of it after a certain time? If you guys do get rid of it, what makes you want to get rid of it? Like, what is the reasoning for it? You know, and for the folks that don't get rid of it, keep it. Damn, how can you? What makes you hold on to it? Like, what is it that doesn't let you get rid of it? I know one of my buddies. He has yet to sell any of his cars. They're so old, but he keeps them. I don't know, because he likes them, I guess. But yeah, let me know. And then I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.